Welcome to SkillUp Academy. In today's training session, I'm going to show you my 5 favorite ways to stay motivated to learn new skills and not burn yourself out. Are you guys excited? For those of you watching the recorded session, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're running these sessions on average 5 times a week, and we get experts across different, a wide variety of skills, including public speaking, coaching, drawing, self-publishing a book, writing, all these things. So there's always new content, and it's always exciting. So don't forget to subscribe. You guys ready? Let's do this. Tip number 1, keep free time for yourself. How do you like the design of my sign here? Shortly before joining this live training session, I actually spilled coffee all over my desk. It was a bloodbath. Coffee everywhere. I received new gear for filming, and there were extra cables that I wasn't used to. So I moved the piece around, coffee fell, and it was just everywhere. Thankfully, my laptop was spared, my phone was spared, my notebook was spared. The only thing that got damaged was these beautiful signs here. But hey, this is art, right? What do you think? This is beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, keep free time for yourself. So one of the mistakes that people do when they want to try to learn new skills is that they try to copy what I do. And what I mean by that is that I practice 3 new skills every month for 30 minutes every day. And people try to do that, but they don't have the time. They don't have the time to do that. The reason I had the time to do it when I started back in October 2017 was because I was working from a co-living in Cambodia. It was called Anchor Hub. Check it out. And basically my commute was 0 seconds. I was just going downstairs and starting work, and that was it. So I had plenty of time there that a lot of people don't have. And also my wife was away. And so really all I had to do was work. I was working 12 hours a day, and I decided at the time, you know what, if I cut 2 hours of my day to focus on my self-improvement, that's completely doable for me. So spent 30 minutes on my physical health and the rest on skill development. A lot of people can't do that, and they try to cut in their entertainment, but the problem is you need free time. You need downtime to process things and to keep your energy and just feel good. Downtime is good. You don't need to be productive all the time. So says the productive guy. And so don't cut all your entertainment. If that's your way to find time, this is probably not good for you. All right. Ready for number 2? 3 skills is optional. You don't need to learn 3 skills a month. Because I do that doesn't mean it's the right way for you. So again, if you have a hard time finding the time, scale down to 2. 1, this is completely okay. 3 is simply just because I have the time in my hand. If you can't find this, it's completely fine. Do 1 or 2. Good. Number 3, 30 minutes is also optional. So you don't need to practice 30 minutes a day. The reason I do that was because I did some research that you can focus for periods of 20 to 25 minutes at a time. And research shows that. So I decided, you know what, if I focus that amount of time 3 times each day, I can do that. But if you can't get 30 minutes in one sitting, it's completely fine to do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. This is good. What you want to do is you want to make your skill learning a habit. So a habit is something you do subconsciously every day. You don't need to think about it. It just comes naturally to you. And so you don't want to skip. You don't want to skip a day. You want to do shorter sessions if you can't do longer sessions like 30 minutes. That's basically what I did when I was practicing ukulele last month. So I had a hard time focusing on 30 minutes. It was really hard for me. So I would practice for 15 minutes, just going to the kitchen, grabbing stuff and playing along the way, taking a break, and just practicing. So it doesn't have to be scheduled, doesn't have to be 30 minutes. If you've got 10 minutes of spare time, take the time. This is a good moment to learn. Good. Number 4, diversify. So one of the mistakes that people do is when they try to learn new skills, they start from, so let's say their work, regular work is they're a programmer. They do logical stuff and they do that for 8 hours during the day. Now, they come back home and they want to learn a new skill, and that skill that they want to learn is actually logical as well. But the problem is you're already completely brain dead in the logical aspect of your brain. So you try to practice, but it's just not working. You can't remember what you do. You can't concentrate properly. And the reason is you can't work that same part for so long. It's just impossible. So by diversifying, what I mean by that is if you work 8 hours on logical stuff, what you want to do for your learning is probably work on something that's a bit more creative, or learn a new language, or practice a sport, something that's a bit more physical. This will also help you with your sleep, because you drain multiple energies from different parts of your brain. It's much easier for you to fall asleep and get quality sleep. But also, what you get from there is tons of energy going forward. So diversifying is probably one of the most important things. So and from there, so you practice your regular day job, and then you practice these skills, and then you start with one skill if you can't do 3, but once you're ready to do more than one, then just do language, do art, do music, do dancing, different sports. Diversifying is very important. All right. Number 5, scale down. So a lot of people, they do, as I said, try to do 30 minutes. They try to do 3 skills during the month. And halfway through, they realize that their energy level is going down and it's just not going really well. And they basically just give up. That's it. This is not for me. And it's okay. It's okay if you drop a skill in the middle of the month. It's okay if you start practicing less than 30 minutes. What's important, again, is the consistency. All right? So if this is too much for you, just reduce it for the month. And once you get the right amount of energy, now's the time to scale back up. So this is not static. Okay? Got that? So these were my 5 favorite ways to stay motivated and not burn yourself out. A lot of people do make these mistakes of just trying to copy me, do too much, and just burn and crash. It's just absolutely not what I'm telling you to do. This is your own learning journey, and what I do will not necessarily work for you. But I've got a bonus tip for you. All right? My bonus tip is have fun. Always have fun. Skill learning can definitely be a lot of fun. And most of the reasons why I do that is just that I love it. I wouldn't change that for anything else. This is my hobby. Playing ukulele, damn fun. I learned salsa dancing. That was the hardest skill. Probably the hardest skill I've ever learned. And you know what? It was also one of the most fun. So if you're practicing during the month and you're having a hard time with your motivation, just keep the skills that you actually enjoy doing. Don't burn yourself out doing something you don't want to do. This is your time, and especially if you're sacrificing entertainment, make your skill learning your entertainment only if it works for you. All right. So these are my tips for today. So that way you can keep your motivation and not burn yourself out. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the chat. And if you're watching the recorded version of this, in the comments below, you can tell me what skills you're learning, what's your approach, and what worked for you, what didn't work for you. If you have any questions for me, you can also leave it down there, and I'm going to try to help you as best as I can. All right. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So SkillUp Academy. Today, I showed you my 5 favorite ways to keep yourself motivated when learning new skills and not burn yourself out. And I hope you learned something today. I hope you're going to keep learning new things, because this can be really exciting. It can change your life completely. I know it did for me. Back in October 2017, I was a different person. There was no way I would have done that live training session with you today. So change is possible, and skill learning is a good way to do that. So hope to see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day.